Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Zero Analyst. This is the video 11 of our SQL mock interview series. In this video, I'm going to take a SQL mock interview with one of our followers called Harshit. If you're planning for any data analyst role and if you have any upcoming data analyst interview, make sure to go through this whole video because you will be learning a lot of SQL concept in this video. Also, you'll be getting multiple recent asked SQL interview questions which you can solve. So let's start the video.
Hello sir, my name is Harshit Kumar. I done my graduation last year in Bachelor of Arts, major in Economics. Currently pursuing data science and machine learning course. I am proficient in Python, SQL, Tableau, Excel, EDA. I also make some of the projects like Netflix, Walmart sales analysis, Target retail analysis, and Aerofit EDA case.
Okay. So right now you're working or you're completing
No,
your
sir.
graduations or what exactly doing here?
Sir, I am a fresher. I am not currently working, but looking for the opportunity.
Okay, got it. So how do you rate yourself in SQL on the scale of 1 to 10?
Sir, I am rating myself 6 or 6.5.
Okay. And any reason?
Sir, reason is I thought I am lag behind the practice of SQL.
Okay, got
I
it.
did like I also did certification on HackerRank, completed basic and intermediate. Also solved the questions from data lemur, but I didn't have confidence to like.
Okay, got it. Okay, so first I'm going to do some knowledge checks on the fundamental skills in SQL, the fundamental concept. Okay, then I'll be giving you maybe some small problem statement with the data sets. So you'll be creating kind of table and you will be writing query to solve those. Okay.
Okay,
And
sure.
where are you from, Harshit? Which
I
city
am
are you
from New
from?
Delhi. I am from New Delhi.
Okay, great. Okay, perfect. So you can share your screen and visit a website called zeroanalyst.com/SQL.
Okay. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, I can see it.
Zero analyst.
Zeroanalyst.com/SQL.
Sir, did you see
Okay.
my screen?
Yeah, I can see it. So you can clear this input. Yeah, I think it is perfect. Okay, so let's start with the very simple concept. Okay.
Okay.
So can you tell me why we use group by in SQL and when we use group by?
Okay, sir. Group by is used with the with aggregated functions. Like if we want the sum, minimum, maximum, and average values, so we use a group by to for specific columns. Like suppose we have a table which has products and the categories and the price. So we want the product one, and inside product one we want the category two sum. So we need to write the SQL query like select the product and category and then sum of price from the table temporary, then group by product and category.
That's correct. So can we use having conditions and where conditions along with the
Sir,
group by?
Sir, along with the group by, we can use having conditions because having condition is used with the help with aggregated functions also. Suppose we only want the price, we only want the product and category that have a price greater than 100. So we write like having sum of price is greater than equal to 100.
Can we also use where conditions in the same statement?
Sir, where conditions we can write, but it cannot be aggregated. It simply filter the basic conditions. Like if wherever the price is greater than or equal to 100, it just filter that.
Okay, that is correct. So if we need to filter the data, we will be using where condition. And after that, we may need to use group by if we want to summarize the data further, right?
Yes,
Now,
yes.
after the group by, if we want to kind of apply one more additional filter on the result sets, On the number column, then we use having condition.
having condition.
Okay. What is the full form of RDBMS?
A relational database management system.
Can you give me two example of RDBMS?
Sir, the two example of RDBMS is MySQL and PostgreSQL.
Okay. What is have you used null functions or coalesce function?
Yes, sir. Okay. So call is function or null function, what they did is if anywhere there is null, if there is any null, then we can simply give the condition that if there is null, then give zero or some specific values.
Correct, that's correct. So can you tell me if in case I need to kind of, let's say, we want to create a table, okay,
Okay.
and we want to ensure that people cannot add a duplicates row,
Okay.
okay, which constraint we will be using?
So, sir, we can use primary key.
Okay, can you use unique as well?
Yes, sir. We can use unique as well.
Okay, so if you use unique, do you think it is going to allow duplicates record?
Sir, it does not allow duplicates, but it allows null values.
Yeah, that is correct. Okay, perfect. Last one more question. Can you tell me the difference between or condition and the and conditions, the
Okay, sir.
operator?
Okay, sir. In SQL, the OR and operators are similar to the programming languages in Python and Java. So, what OR condition does, if we want to find multiple, if we filter out our SQL out or query output with multiple conditions, but we only want that if any one of the conditions met our criteria, then we want the output. So we use or if we want we use and condition where we want to find that every conditions met our criteria and then give the output, then we will use the and operator.
Yeah, that is correct. One more problem is question. So, do you know index in SQL?
Sir, I didn't know the index, but I heard, but I didn't know.
Okay. Okay, no problem. That's okay. So, do you know views in SQL?
Sir, yes. Views, we create views with a SQL query. Like there are some very big table, and we want to query some of the output. Like that we only want the employees that have certain department and certain salary. So we write the query for that, and then we create this view to get further output from that query.
Okay. What is going to be the difference between view and CTE?
Okay, sir, view is like a temporary table, but CT is a common table expression where we create put query output and then uh, put it into CT. It is like some queries more XP. Oh, sorry, sir. What it is called? More. Uh, Sir, I didn't remember the word. But it is more precise to the subqueries version.
Okay.
CT.
It is more faster than subquery.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It is more faster than subquery.
Okay. So views is basically once you create a view, the proper difference between views and the proper difference between view and CTE is going to be when we create a view, it kind of save that query. Let's say you have written a SQL statement that is going to be saved by that view name, whatever the result that this view is returning. So next time you don't have to write that query again. You can simply use that view name as a table. So you can get the data from that view. Intentionally, you're writing that entire query basically. So SQL is basically running the same query which you have saved earlier. Okay. And you'll be
Okay.
getting the same the result set. When you talk about CTE, the common table expressions, so you need to kind of refer inside the query only. Let's say you have created CTE, then at the same time you can use it. Let's say you need something from the CTE, so it has to be connected with that CTE itself. Okay, it is not like that you have created a city like maybe 10 lines above, and then you have written some other SQL statement, then you are referring from that CTE. So that is not going to work. So when you are creating CTE, it is just to help you maybe compile a solution in the query. So the query usually get basically really complex and large. So we kind of use a CTE to kind of, you can say, create different tables, then refer with each others, and then we can kind of solve the specific problems. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now I will be giving you some data set and some small problem statement which you can kind of solve. Okay,
Okay.
so give me 1 second. So in the chat box, I'm going to give you this data set. Okay, so this is a simple Amazon sales data sets and the customers and data set. So just copy everything and run in your notepad. It's going to create the table.
Yes, sir. This is the orders table and this is customers table.
Yeah, so you can just run that play run icon that you see on the right side corner, red button. So it's going to create the table. You will be able to visualize the data. Okay, you don't have to log in. Now, from this table, can you write a query after this select from orders? Just add one or two space. Can you write a query? We want to see how many kind of customers are there in our table. So how are you going to write the query?
How many customers are there in our customers table?
Table. Yes.
Okay. So one, let me check the customers table. Let all customers. So this is my customer ID, customer name. Okay. So we need to find. So we can write count of this string customer ID as my number of customers. So this is the query.
Okay. And do you see the result?
I didn't see the result. Yes, custom. Okay, sorry, it is customers table.
Customers.
Sir, 9.
Okay. Out of this 9, can you tell me how many customers have not purchased anything?
Okay, how many customers are not purchased anything? Okay, sir. So we have also orders table in which we have customer ID as a foreign key. So we can join this table from
Mhm.
customers table CS left join orders table. Sir, I am using left join because I want to find the all the customers. But I want to know that how many customers did not purchase. If a customer did not purchase, so their customer ID is not present in the orders table.
That's correct.
Okay, sir. So I can simply write, I can simply filter the conditions like where orders to customer ID is null. Then we can get the output of all the customers that did not select, that did not purchase anything from the orders table.
Okay. Now I would want to add a slightly additional condition here. So I want to see the customer who has not purchased anything in the last 3 months from today.
Okay, so from today till last 3 months.
Yeah. First, write down the question. Okay. Just go above
Okay,
little one or two line. Write down the questions. Write a SQL query to find the customer who has not purchased anything in the last 6 months, last 3 months.
write a SQL query who did not purchase anything from the last month. So
Okay.
I am joining the on the conditions of CS dot customer ID equals to order dot customer ID that CS dot customer ID where order dot customer ID is null. So these are the customers who did not purchase, but we need to add one more condition. So that condition we can write with and clause, and that is so we did not purchase anything from last month from today. So today's sir, there is a function in SQL which is something like day add or day subtraction,
Give
in
me one
which
quick second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. Yeah. Go ahead.
sir, there is a function in SQL which is day add and day subtract, in which we can write the what it is the like month or day or year. I am forgetting that function. Can you remind me that if
So you can use the today date. Okay. So what we are looking for this data, which is kind of the today date, right? Today date is what?
okay, okay. So
So you can
here,
compare it with the today date, right? So if the purchase is in last 90 days, let's say, so how you would be getting the data of last 90 days?
order date is between okay the last 90 days from today. So here order.
So you are almost on the right track. You're saying between last 90 days, how you're going to select between 1 and 2, between 5 and 10, between today and between last month, right? How you're going
Sir,
to find.
I am confusing with the today. I need to write the today date. Like today it is 6th of December for date.
Mhm.
So it is like this format 2024, then 12, then 6, and the last 90 days. Sir, here is the catch. We need to write a function which is, I think, date subtract, which can subtract this, and there is one constraint there, which can give us 90 days or 3 months or like 1 month.
You
Can
can
you
add the date manually, right? You know that today is the we are it's a December 6th. So
okay,
last 3 month old is going to be kind of the September 6th, right?
okay, 24 September 9. Sir, only one row. Sorry, order date. Okay.
Only customer 9.
No, sir. There is some mistake in my query. I write is. Sir, there is zero customer ID.
So what we are saying is that we're trying to see how many customer did not purchase in the last mm,
Three
90
months.
days. Okay, so what I want to know is that the customer. So I guess here the questions we need to form in a different way. Okay, we want to find out how many customer that we have who did not purchase in the last 3 months. Okay, now first of all, you need to get all the customers using left chain, which you have done. Okay,
Right.
then you are saying order dot customer ID is null. If you say order dot customer's ID is null, so it is automatically going to filter out all the
Customers.
purchased customer who has purchased something.
Yes.
Because of this, you are not able to identify the customer who has not purchased in the last 3 months. So first here we need to filter the data saying that I only want to see customer who has purchased, let's say, in the last 3 months.
Okay. So yes, I run. Sir, again 0 rows.
So what is causing the issue? Do you know here?
Their order date. So just give me
Take your
customer,
time.
customer mail and order where order date is between. I think, sir, we have a mistake here. That is in this
Yes.
condition.
So it has to be smaller to the kind of the date has to be the earlier to kind of the latest, right? So you have mentioned the latest to the earlier. Okay. Now you will see that all the customers who has kind of not
Purchase.
purchased. Okay. All the customers who has kind of purchased in these durations, correct? 1,
Correct.
2, 3, and 2. So these are the customer who has purchased in the last kind of 3 months.
3 months.
Now we would want to see the customer who has not purchased in this kind of 3 month.
So we simply write one more query that if where these customer ID is not present in that query.
So how we can achieve it?
So, sir, I can again write the same query. Select customers data. Here, here, my order date is not correct.
Can you do one thing? Can you first at least select everything from this two tables so that you can build, that's going to help you to build the logic. Instead of just selecting the customer's ID, just mention select star.
Okay.
Now here if you see the table, you have list of the customer who has purchased in the last 3 months.
Yes.
Okay, now what we're interested is that any customer that you see here, I don't want to see that because he has already purchased. Now, if you see the customer's ID, we have 1, 2, 3, 2. So that means 1, 2, and 3. This 3 customer has purchased in the last 3 months. Now, if you go to the customer table, you will find there are so many customers, right? Can you scroll it up? In the customer
Yes,
table
yes.
is starting from 1 to 9. So all this
9.
customer I need except 1, 2, 3 because this 3 customer has done purchase in the last 3 months.
Yes, yes.
So can you come up with a solution for this?
Okay, so I can write this customer ID. So I am writing like this, select customer ID from my customers table where customer ID not in this query. Not in
In the select statement, you are selecting customer's ID from which table? You have
from
joined here,
customers.
right?
Sir, we only want the
No,
customer
in
ID
the subquery, inside the subquery, you're saying select customer ID.
from customers. Left join
Mhm.
orders table on this customer ID and order dot
This
customer
customer's
ID.
ID is coming from which table? In this join that you are performing, here you are selecting a customer ID, right?
Sir,
This is,
this is
you have not
customers.
mentioned that, right? You have simply
Sir,
mentioned the customer ID.
no, sir, I mentioned CS.
In the select customer ID, you have said, right? You have not said select cs
Okay,
dot
okay,
customer ID.
okay. Sorry, sorry. CS dot customer ID. So these are the customers who did not purchase anything for the last 3 months. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You got the answer, but can you improve this query? There are some unnecessary things which you can avoid. Can you see what you have done extra here, which is not required to solve this problem?
Sir, this where condition and all these things. So we can also write this in CT like with what?
Let me help you here. Okay. So if you see the inner query that you have here, you are saying left join and you're joining customers and the orders table together. Okay. And at the end, what you are returning is the customer who has purchased in the last 3 months.
Yes.
But I guess that you can simply get it from the sales table, the order table, without doing the join.
Sir, how I didn't understand.
You can simply go ahead and say select everything from orders table where the order date between this and this. So you get all the
Okay.
customer who has done purchase in the last 3 months. Then why we are joining here? Correct.
Correct.
Without doing the join, you get to see. First requirement is that I want to see all the customer who has done a purchase in the last 3 months. And do you think to solve this problem, I need to do a join?
No.
Because I don't have to do a join. I can simply go to the order query, order table and write a query that select distinct customer ID where the purchase is in the last 3 months, right? Now I got the list of customer who has done the purchase. Now I would be using smartly this list of customers ID in my where condition where I'll be selecting all the customer from the customer table and I would tell them, hey, customer table, if in case any customer ID that you find from here, don't select it, return me the rest of the customer ID. Correct?
Correct.
So that means we could have achieved this without writing this join.
But sir, the first question is that we want to find the customer that did not purchase anything. This
Yeah,
is
so
the case.
that was correct that you did solve it, right? The second question was the
Okay,
customer
okay.
who
This is the second question.
yes, you have written the
Okay.
question, right?
Right, right, right. Okay, got
Okay.
it, got it.
So this one you can achieve without doing the join, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, can you scroll up the table? Okay. So here we would want to see kind of in each state. Okay. Let me first explain the problem. So just scroll it down a little bit. Okay. What you need to find out is basically from each state, the customer that has purchased the highest amount.
Okay.
Like the customer
So,
who has spent highest amount in each state. Let's say in Maharashtra, there could be one customer. In Delhi, there could be one customer. In West Bengal, there
okay.
could be one customers based on the highest spend. You can write down the problem statement.
So, sir, here is my clarification question. We want the customer count or customer ID with the customer maximum total spend.
We want to see the customer name and the amount they spent and their state name as well.
Okay.
Okay, you can write down here. Just write a SQL
Right. SQL query
query to get
to get
customer name,
customer name,
state,
state,
and total spend
and total spend
from each state, right?
from each state.
State.
Okay.
Okay, from each state, the highest spend customers what we need, right? The
Yeah.
highest, the highest spend customer, right? Okay. So this is the questions. What we you have two tables. One is the customers table, which has the informations about the customer name. Okay. And in the sales table, I guess we have informations about the order ID, customer ID, order date, total amount, and the state and the category. What we need to find out in each state, one customer who has spent the highest.
Okay. So, sir, first I joined the table because I want the customer name, and customer name is present in my customers table.
You can go ahead.
Okay. So I can go ahead. So my Customers table. Yes. Sir, I want all the customers or the common customers.
See, my problem is that I want to see for each state the highest spend customer who has spent the highest money.
Okay. All pro. Not table. Not table. I want the customer.
You can comment out all the above query, okay? Because otherwise
Okay.
those will be getting executed. Yeah, till count.
Customer ID. States. Total amount. Every month spent. Group by. Right. Each state. Each customer. Right. Customer ID. For each state. Total spend and
Please note one customer, there is a possibility that one customer has done multiple purchase.
okay. States and spend. Amount. I am not then should here over multiply it multiply the amount for the amount in SPR.
So let me help you here, okay? So I think here the problem is that first of all, you need to find out each customers, okay, for each state, inside each state, each customers and their total amount, not just the one amount, but the total amount sum. So you would have to do a group by the state and the customer's ID, and then you need to do a sum on this total.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
And once you do the sum, then you can basically use the window functions and dense rank on this, the sum total.
okay, sir. Okay.
Correct?
Correct. Total spend.
So I guess that's okay. That's okay. You got the solutions. You don't have to write it. Okay. So
Okay,
the solution here is that first you need to find out for each customers inside each state, we need to see the total sale, like the total spend they have done. Okay.
okay,
So
okay,
you will be able to achieve it. First, you need to do a group by the state. Then you need to do a group by the customer's ID. We kind of you kind of did it, but you couldn't kind of come up with the solutions where you had to kind of do sum on the total. Okay. Once you do a group by,
okay,
you would be able to get the sum. Then you would be using a dense rank to kind of rank inside each state. Okay, so basically you need to do a
दरवाजा मत खोलियो अभी।
partition.
अभी मत आ इधर, अभी मत आ इधर, नीचे हो जा थोड़ी देर, कुछ चल रहा है मेरा, अभी मत आ। हेलो।
Okay, yeah. So I'm
यस
saying
सर।
basically then you need to do a partition by the state. So in each state you would find out the customer that has the highest spend. Okay, and you
ओके।
will be getting the results. You need to basically use a subquery. Okay, all right. I think that is it. Thank you so much for joining this call today. And you have any doubt, anything you want to ask, so you can go ahead.
Sir, how can I like uh, achieve more this? Like I am lagging most. I know the uh, question, but I'm not able to solve that particular question. I am
Okay.
lagging behind.
See, what I would recommend, what I have noticed is that you kind of know how to solve it, okay? But somehow you're kind of, I would say, struggling to come up with the solution. You know the syntax, you know everything, okay? So you're not able to basically mix them up together so that you can write the main query, okay? And this can you can achieve it only by solving more problems. First of all, in the fundamentals, you need to kind of learn more concept like how these are kind of being used. Okay, the definitions I would say, and once you know that, and the coming about this kind of coming up with the query to solve the specific problems. First, as soon as you see the problem, first I would try to kind of see the table, okay, like see the table, which are the columns are there, how many tables are there, then try to identify what you need exactly in returns, which are the columns you need in returns. Now you know that, okay, I only need customers id, state, and the amount, okay. Then you will come up with the solutions like, okay, I need to do a sum on the amount. Okay, so this is how you will be kind of come up with a final solution. So think step by step, don't directly jump to the solutions. First thing, to get the solution, what exactly I need in the small step, and gradually you would come up with the solutions. So again, I would recommend you to solve as many as problem you see, and try to solve it once, twice, thrice, then you would kind of gradually you would come up with the solution. As soon as you see the problem, you would know. But as soon as you see even the complex problem, just try to think what are the small problem I need to first solve, then I can combine them together. So maybe I need to use group by, maybe I need to use window functions, right? Run the query, see the table, then kind of do the group by, then see the table, then maybe you will be using window functions, let's say for our this problem. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Sir, like
Mm-hmm.
I am fresher and I am not graduated with non-tech background. So like uh, I am currently like if I didn't have any project. So what kind of projects did I make? What to focus more on, Python or SQL or Excel? What to more focus more?
See, I would suggest the if I talk about the importance, so you need to kind of learn again. SQL is the most important part here. Okay, if you have really solid fundamental understanding about SQL, and then if you know a little bit of Python, the basic fundamentals, okay, and little bit of using pandas and all, okay, and maybe SNS and matplot, little bit of visualizations and little bit of basic libraries like OS and you can say automations, little bit of automations and little bit of web scraping. Even if you know little bit of Python, you don't have to be pro. And if you are really good with SQL and if you know really well Excel and a little bit of even Power BI, you can easily get a data analyst role and then you can keep on learning. Okay. So for now, at this point, I would suggest first you focus on SQL, then you kind of spend some time in kind of learning, I would say Python, and kind of do some project in Excel and Power BI. Okay. So
Okay.
once you kind of have the basic understanding of the different skills, but you have really solid understanding about SQL, and you are good. Again, you can start applying from this time only. See how the real interview works, where you are lagging, and then keep on learning those skills. Have a dedicated roadmap or dedicated time so that you can spend on learning each of this, right? So maybe in a week you should be spending 2 to 3 days in SQL, one day in, I would say, Python, 1 to 2 days, 1 or 2 days in Excel and Power BI. So just create a dedicated roadmap and based on the time that you have, and then spend on these tools, and also keep applying the job and reaching out to different peoples to see if there is any opportunity. Okay, if you see any freshers experience job where it is like requirement is 1 to 2 years or maybe 3 years, you can apply. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so just create a nice resume, maybe keep on doing some projects and keep include them in your GitHub and keep applying the new job and I would say keep learning at the same time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining in
Thank you,
today, and
sir.
I'll see
Thank
you
you, sir.
soon.
I am very